Hi friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Nina and this is Pandora, and together we are Stitching with Kitten, a channel about cross-stitch and other crafts as well as my cats. Join us in the journey to do all the things. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 2, February 2023. In this video, we're going to do a January wrap-up, February focus pieces, and of course the final segment will be projects from the past. So if you watched my first video and the whip parade, then you know that I had 2 finishes for January. The first one I'm showing here is It's Snow Time. It is a cottage garden samplings. It is also number 1 in a series. The series is A Time for All Seasons. On this, I'm using a 40 count ancient, picture this plus, and I'm using the called for DMC. The other finish I have here is called Winter Quilt. It is by Stony Creek, and I have this one on 25 count Stormy Clouds Lugana. It's stitched 2/2, and I'm using the DMC for this as well. Next up is my temperature bookshelf that was a new start for January. The pattern name is actually Bookshelves Daily Temperature Blackwork by Peppermint Purple, and they do have an Etsy shop. This is all of January completed, and I started working on February shelf. And the last piece that I focused on for January was the Anniversaries of the Heart series. I wanted to complete another month. This is March, and I ended up adding myself, my cousin, and my husband. This is done on 40 count Swigart in the color Woodland. And I'm using a mix of Victorian Motto, color in cotton, overdyed flosses, DMC. Okay, now on to February focus pieces. The first one I will be focusing on is Antong Ufendel. She's from Hands Across the Sea. This is a reprint. I'm working on 40 count Swigart in the color Country Mocha, and I'm using the called for DMCs for her. As you can see, I'm about halfway on her. Also, I would like to focus on Florence Mary Dickinson. She is also from Hands Across the Sea. This is the exclusive that Hands Across the Sea did with Hobby House Needleworks. I am using a 40 count Swigart linen in the color Flax with the Auvers Soie d'Alger called for silks. And the last segment is projects from the past. Now, I actually did not do a voiceover for this, so bear with me. Hopefully the footage is not too wibbly wobbly and the sound is okay. Okay, so this is Welcome Winter by Drawn Thread. It is on 18 count Aida that I hand dyed. I started this in November in 2018, and I finished it in 2 days. This is the pattern. I actually converted the threads from silks into DMC and a couple of Gentle Arts. The floral pick, I also made that myself. I have a floral pick for each season that I swap out. I have all the welcome signs from Drawn Thread for each season, and I'll go through all of those separately. Also is the Welcome Project. Well, this is what I call the Welcome Project. It is one of the first large pieces that I did when I first came back to stitching. This is a whole bunch of different patterns that I stuck together to make this picture. Obviously my last name. Now the cat's on the bottom. One of them is Pandora, the other one is Bane. So the tree in the middle is Alessandra Adelaide's Madre Terra. The kitties are from Jardin Privé. The letters that I used are from Modern Folk Embroidery. Border, unfortunately, I don't remember where I got that from. But these are all different patterns that I just kind of lumped together. I also left out a bunch of branches on the tree to kind of make it a little, this tree took forever. Now it is on a 28 count Joblin frame. Is a barnwood gray frame that I purchased from Frames by Mail. Now I do all my own framing because it's so expensive. I kind of save money doing that. Next up, we have January sampler. This is from Waxing Moon Designs. It is done on an 18 count Aida that I hand dyed. Blue that I used, I swapped out Deep Sea for Shades of Indigo from Victorian Motto. Now this actually has kind of a dramatic, sad story. That blue thread that you see up at the top and at the bottom, Pandora actually swallowed a strand of this. And we ended up having to go to the emergency vet on New Year's Eve. So I started this was my December 24 or my new Christmas Eve project that I started, and I finished it on New Year's Eve. I was putting away the threads, she saw them, and she has never cared about my threads ever. And in just in an instant, she had swallowed it, and we rushed her to the emergency vet. It was extremely costly of a surgery to save her life. Whereas in the moral of the story is keep your threads away from your cats. Now this piece is mounted on a piece of wood that I purchased at Walmart. It is attached by magnets. The floral pick, again, is one that I made myself. Most of that's from Hobby Lobby. The bow is actually ribbon that I had collected years and years ago that I found in my stash. So I swapped that out. I'll show that to you here in just a second. I'm hoping that I'm not wobbling too much. I usually do voiceovers so that I can collect myself and not stutter like a madman. But I was hoping to just do this on the fly. Now the fabric in the back that I mounted this on is extremely old as well. I used to work in a medical clinic and I made my own scrubs. So this was one of the Christmas scrubs that I made, leftovers from back in early 2000. And I did every single month throughout the year of 2019. Now this one finished in 2018, that's why it's in this segment. But absolutely love these. I had so much fun doing these. Okay, let me show you. Since I have to take this down anyway for February. So there's the magnets. And then I just simply put washers on the back, and then, yeah, ignore the back. This is terrible. Yeah, so then I just swapped that out with February, and I will show you all of the months together in a different segment. I just wanted to kind of show you some of the more stuff that was finished in 2018. Thank you for watching my second video. I hope you are enjoying my cross-stitch journey, and until next time, start all the things. Bye!